Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. 40M looking for 40F. Why is this so hard? I'm not trying to hook up with 20 or 30-year-olds. It's like trying to pick out a decent avocado at the grocery store. You never know what you're gonna get until you cut it open. And sometimes, even then, it's a mushy disappointment. Today, we're diving into a topic that everyone has an opinion on: dating deal breakers. You know, those things that make you go, nope, absolutely not. Next, let's get into it and see what some of you had to say. Okay, first up, we've got dishonesty. And duh, right? We all know that lying is bad, but let's dig a little deeper into why it's such a deal breaker in relationships. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or even a family bond, dishonesty can wreak havoc in ways you might not even realize. Who wants to date a liar? Seriously, think about it. When someone lies, it creates a ripple effect of mistrust and doubt. You start questioning everything they say and do. It's exhausting and emotionally draining. It's like someone offering you a plate of cookies and then bam! You take a bite, expecting something sweet and delicious, but instead it's just a plate of raisins. Huge disappointment. You feel tricked and let down. That's what dishonesty does. It sets you up for disappointment. Trust is like the foundation of any relationship, whether it's romantic or just your bestie you watch reality TV with. Without trust, the relationship is shaky at best. It's the glue that holds everything together. If you can't trust someone to be honest with you, even about small things, it's like building a house on a foundation of sand. Every little lie adds up, and before you know it, the whole structure is unstable. Spoiler alert, it's all going to come crashing down, and when it does, it's not just the liar who suffers. Everyone involved gets hurt. And let's be real, nobody wants to play detective in a relationship. Constantly having to verify stories and check facts is not only tiring, but also erodes the joy and spontaneity that make relationships fun and fulfilling. You shouldn't have to be out here interrogating your partner like they're a suspect on Law and Order. Relationships should be built on mutual respect and honesty, not suspicion and doubt. So if you catch someone lying, even a little white lie, it's a red flag the size of Texas, honey. Don't ignore it. Address it head on and see how they respond. Their reaction will tell you a lot about their character. Run, don't walk, to the nearest exit. Life is too short to spend it with someone who can't be honest with you. Surround yourself with people who value truth and integrity, and you'll find that your relationships are much more fulfilling and rewarding. Next up, we've got lack of ambition. It's a topic that hits close to home for many of us. We all know someone who seems to be perpetually stuck in a rut, right? And listen, there's nothing wrong with enjoying some quality time on the couch, binge-watching Netflix with a bag of chips. In fact, those moments can be incredibly relaxing and necessary for unwinding after a long day or week. We all need those days. Days where we can just let go of all responsibilities and simply exist in a state of pure relaxation. It's a form of self-care that shouldn't be underestimated. But when someone has zero goals, zero aspirations, it's like, what are we even doing here? It's one thing to take a break, but it's another to have no drive or direction in life. It can be frustrating to see someone with so much potential just wasting away. It's great to be with someone who's driven, who has passions and interests they're pursuing. Whether it's a hobby, a career, or a personal project, having something to strive for adds so much value to life. It doesn't mean they have to be a CEO by 25, but having some sort of direction in life is sexy. It's about having a vision for the future and taking steps, no matter how small, to get there. It shows they care about their future and are willing to put in the work. This kind of attitude is not only attractive but also inspiring. It makes you want to be better, to do better. Plus, being with someone ambitious can actually motivate you to level up your own life. Their energy and drive can be contagious, pushing you to pursue your own goals and dreams. It's like having a built-in cheerleader, but instead of pom-poms, they've got spreadsheets and a 5-year plan. They help you stay focused and remind you of what you're capable of achieving. So, while it's perfectly okay to have those lazy days, it's equally important to balance them with ambition and drive. After all, life is about growth and progress, and having goals gives us something to look forward to. So, let's strive to be the best versions of ourselves, not just for us, but for the people around us too. Because when we grow, we inspire others to grow as well. All right, let's talk about communication, or lack thereof. Communication is key in any relationship, but especially in romantic ones. It's like the oil that keeps the engine running smoothly. Without it, you're headed straight for a breakdown. And I'm not just talking about texting back promptly. Although, come on, people, it's the 21st century. I'm talking about being able to have open and honest conversations, even when things get tough. If someone's shutting down, refusing to talk about their feelings, or just straight up ghosting you, it's a major red flag. It's like trying to have a conversation with a brick wall, frustrating and ultimately pointless. Okay, this next one should go without saying, but disrespect is a huge deal breaker. And I'm not just talking about blatant disrespect like name-calling or put-downs, although if that's happening, get out immediately. Disrespect can be subtle too. It can be talking down to you, dismissing your feelings, or constantly putting you down in front of others. It can also be disrespect towards other people, like service workers or family members. Remember, how someone treats others is a reflection of their own character. If they're willing to treat others poorly, chances are they'll eventually treat you that way too. And finally, we have incompatibility. It's one of those things that can be hard to accept, but it's a crucial part of relationships. Sometimes it's just not a good fit, and that's okay. Incompatibility doesn't mean there's something wrong with you or the other person. It simply means that your personalities, interests, or lifestyles don't align in a way that fosters a healthy, happy relationship. It doesn't mean either person is bad or wrong. It just means you're not meant to be. It's important to recognize this early on to avoid unnecessary heartache and frustration. Maybe you have different values, different life goals, or different ways of expressing love and affection. These differences can create a gap that's hard to bridge, or you just don't vibe on a fundamental level. You might find that conversations don't flow naturally, or that you don't enjoy spending time together as much as you should. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It's just not going to work. And that's okay. It's better to acknowledge this incompatibility rather than forcing something that isn't meant to be. It's better to realize it sooner rather than later and move on to find someone who's a better match for you. This realization can be liberating and open up new opportunities for personal growth and happiness. Trust me, there are plenty of fish in the sea, and each one offers a unique possibility for connection and companionship. You deserve to be with someone who gets you, celebrates you, and makes you feel valued and understood, and loves all your weird quirks. Embrace your uniqueness and hold out for someone who truly appreciates you for who you are. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Dating can be a roller coaster, but remember, you deserve to be with someone who treats you with respect, honesty, and kindness. Don't settle for anything less. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And let us know in the comments what your dating deal breakers are. See you next time.